Hello, everybody, and especially my dear friend Alex. Alex, I'm sorry, but I don't have good news. It's I already installed the version 2, the overlap um, feature, and it's not. It's even worse than version 1. So I'm sorry about it. It doesn't produce. It produces less output than version 1 to the point that it doesn't even light up the bulb. Okay, so I'll go to the specs. I got 40 volts on the input. I got connected blue channel on number 1 negative and purple to number 1 positive. So that'll be it. Output is the yellow one. So I'll be applying power so we can see the sine wave. And now here it's going at the lowest frequency, and yeah, and the overlap is off. As you can see, the bulb is off. So by the way, the overlap doesn't work either. If I add overlap, it kills the little output that it has. So it's not working. But the main issue, I see it right here. That we're getting 12 volts. I'm sorry, 40 volts input as the source, which I have measured it. And this works. The idea here, originally from 1908 Figueira, it's that this is like a distributor. It's a distributor of charges at a certain timing. Okay, and that's the commutator. Is what the commutator is based on. And it's not shooting it. On the other point, and this is going the lowest point, it's not delivering the 40 volts, but it's always on. That means the coil, even with 14, 11 volts, is on all the time. So that makes the field enlarge and lose strength. If all the coils are on, of course, we see the oscillation of a huge coil turn on. But we see the oscillation of the block wall because there are fluctuations of the voltage. But number one issue is not delivering the full 40 volts, even 36, 38. Let's say the electronic consumes 2 volts, which is not supposed to, because each one consumes 12 volts for each board. So we have 36 volts to make the boards work. So it shouldn't take any voltage from the input to add it to the electronics. But anyways, it's not doing it. It's not delivering full power. Number 2 is always on. I don't see a negative sign at all or reverse current. I don't see spikes at all on the sine waves. Yeah, a little bit of spikes, but right there I have these meters measuring the output. The good thing that it's doing, actually the only good thing is that when I start accelerating, it gains power. Not much, but it goes all the way to like 17 volts, a maximum output. So right there, you see the waves. We have the same issue at version 1, that we see the red doing this wave. I don't know if that is supposed to be, but it differs with the negative, that is straight line. But you see the output is almost a flat line. So there is no power in it. To the point that it doesn't, now it's at 17.5. I'm gonna touch this, and you see the voltage drop is 0.3. So it doesn't have any force, any strength. And this is the reason why. Okay, so you have to we have to realize that on a commutator, the brushes carry the input. Okay, and when it touches the plate, the segment, it sends that power in there, full power. Maybe 0.3, 0.5 of loss in resistance of the brushes and the wirings, and but it's not a big deal. It's not gonna be not even 1 volt loss. So yeah, we got the bulb is connected. I disconnected, and then we get 17 volts back. But this is air blow. This is not real power. It's not, and we can see it on the yellow line. It's flat. So I'm really sorry. And this is connected according to page 3 to the driver of the other topic for the driver of the Linea Figuera, where I have all the specs. It's basic, simple wiring. It's not a big deal. So everything is fine related to that. What can I tell you, my friend? I'm really sorry. It just didn't work as we expected. We need, this is the key here on 2 points. Number 1 is supposed to turn off. That we can get a little nanosecond, a minus sign, is not a big deal, but it's gotta go off. Almost to 2 volts or 0 volts or 0.3. Okay, but it cannot be 17, 16, 22, 30. That means the coil is always on, number 1. And I can do, I have added also a point on number 6 of the sequential coils. And I'm gonna swap doing it with one hand here. And we got a better result at number 6 because we have a steady value, but it still is on all the time. So it's not supposed to. And if I go down on it remains on. It goes a little bit higher. It never reaches 38 or 40 volts. That's out of the question. And now the minimum range, it's 20. It's always on. Number 6, number 1, and I bet you all of them are always on. So what we're getting here, it's we are powering all the 15 coils. That's why the drop of voltage here. And we're seeing the center movement of the fluctuations of the voltage fluctuations of the coils that are going lower on voltage, and we see that. But we have a full field almost steady there. So it's not doing any, and it doesn't have the compactness, the solid, the impact to pump the induction. So we need a compact field based on 8 coils only, while the rest are off. Okay, so 8 coils is a group. So all the other 7 coils are supposed to be at 0 input. While the group is on, all the other 7 coils are off, supposed to be off. That happens in a commutator. It goes off, 0. They don't get any supply. They could reverse, they could spark, but they don't get any supply. So I'm kind of pissed off because it's not working. And I had so much hopes in this. I really do. And I'm really sorry about it, my friend. But what can we do? Like Newton said, we know another way that it would not work. That's what we have learned today. I really would not like to spend any more time on this, basically on the electronic side. I don't feel right now like it could get, but this is basically here the issue here. This is the issue. All the coils are on all the time, all the time. They fluctuate to 11 volts, to 17 volts, to 30 volts, to 11, to 22, and that's how we get a fluctuation of a big field. It's the whole field that is on. So all 15 coils are on. And that's why it's never getting, none of them is going to get the 40 volts because it's not distributing the power on the 8th group coil by timing. Group 1, group 2, group 3, and the others one are off. Group 4, group 5, group 8. Group 8 means that it's the field should be right here only. All these are off. It's supposed to be right here. And then it moves in here. And then it goes to group 1, back in here, while these are off. Now, if you turn them all on, you stretch the field. Field lowers the pressure, the compression power, and the strength, and it doesn't induce. This is basically what it is. We don't have to keep searching for anything else. I'm really sorry again. And to the rest of the guys, I'm sorry, but going back to the commutator, like I said on my latest post, I'm gonna build the commutator, and we're gonna go based on the commutator function, and then we design the electronics based on what the commutator do, exactly like that. Maybe bipolar switches, as Farrell proposed. It might work much better than this. But we gotta have in mind when we build the board that the board should not excite the MOSFET to turn them on when they're not supposed to be on. It's a leakage problem. I don't know if it is gate problem or a source problem leakage in each of the boards. But the fact is that this is not supposed to be on all the time. It's negative. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to have a timing off. Now, there are 8 groups. Divide that by the sequence of the timing, and that's the time that the group is supposed to be on only, while the rest are off. And that's basically. Thanks for watching. I will keep trying. Don't worry, this is not a problem. This is a problem with the driver. This is not a problem with the system here. This is going to work beautiful, believe me. It's just a problem of doing the right distribution of charges per group in the supposed to be timing ratio. Okay, guys? All right. Thanks for watching.